Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Alright, so today was the Doha Diamond League, the Doha leg of the Diamond League, and we had a few Jamaican participants in events that took place at this particular meeting. And Jamaica comes out with a major win. Now, this is a big deal for me, especially because I've been looking at this particular event and been excited for what seemingly is to come when we get to Paris. But anyway, let's get into the results. So we had Carey Mcleod and Tajay Gill representing Jamaica in the men's long jump here at Doha. However, Tentaglu, the clutch jumper, was also in this particular field. And if y'all know anything about Tentaglu, is on that final jump, he always seems to find a way to take that lead or to retake the lead. So with that said, in this field, as I said, we had Carey Mcleod and Tajay Gill. Now, Carey Mcleod had some phenomenal jumps. Now, what was happening was that the wind, for the most part, was above the allowable, meaning it was pushing the athletes towards the board. Sometimes a few of the athletes were actually having difficulties hitting the board because of the wind. However, with that said, Carey Mcleod got a flyer. He got a positive 5.2 meters per second wind, and he took advantage of that and he bounded all the way out to 8.52 meters. Yes, a big jump. Now, clearly, I said this was done in a positive 5.2 meters per second wind, which means that it's not a personal best or anything like that, but still a fantastic jump nonetheless. It doesn't qualify also as a world lead as well, because again, it's above the allowable. Still, Jamaica's Wayne Pinnock holds that particular world lead, but again, guess what? He took advantage of the conditions and he bounded out to take the win with a massive 8.52 meters jump. Now, Tentaglu was second. And on his final attempt, he jumped out to his best, which was 8.36 meters. So, as I said, he's definitely a clutch jumper. On his last attempt is pretty much where he will get his best attempt, right? However, today it was not enough to take over or take the lead from Carey Mcleod. And I seem to hear the commentators throwing a little shade, making it sound as though it was only because of the wind why Carey Mcleod won. I mean, Tentaglu got some positive wins there as well. Why didn't he take advantage of it and get a flyer? No, he didn't. So I don't want to see anybody throwing shade or hear anybody throwing shade at the performance from Carey Mcleod. Everybody was getting fantastic wins. I mean, above the allowable, yes, but as long as you're able to really take advantage of that, then you could get a big jump out there for yourself. And Carey Mcleod got that big jump and he walked away with the win. Now, Tajay Gill, as I said, from a Jamaican perspective, was also here representing, and he jumped at 8.01 meters to place fifth in the final. So Jamaica finishing first and fifth in the men's long jump. Great showing. But again, as I said, this is an event and I'm very excited about, because we have quite a few jumpers here that are world class and can medal as well. We're talking about Tajay Gill, former world champion as well. Carey Mcleod barely missing the medal podium last season at the World Championships, finishing fourth. And then, of course, Tajay came back to win a bronze medal. And of course, we have Wayne Pinnock that got the silver medal last year behind Miltadis Tentaglu. This season, though, Wayne Pinnock looks like he's on a mission to, take over. So let's see what happens when these, strong contenders get to Paris to represent Jamaica. I'm so excited for the field events. I'm seeing so much growth, and yeah, we definitely appreciate the performances from our athletes. Now, that wasn't the only event that we had here, participants at the Doha Diamond League. So let me get into some more events here. And we had Natasha Gould Topping taking up the women's 800 meters. Now, I believe this is her first 800-meter run of the season outdoors, and she placed sixth, running 1 minute 59.74 seconds. Now, taking the win was Mary Moore from Kenya, and she ran a season's best 1 minute 57.91 seconds. When I look at the race from a Natasha Gould perspective, I thought she positioned herself exactly where she should, which is pretty much middle pack, not too far from the front, so that once you get into that last 150, you'll be able to kick. I just didn't think today she had that kick in her to place her higher in the field, but still a solid run from her, dipping below 2 minutes, running a 159.74 seconds. It's just up from here from Natasha Gould. once you get more runs underneath your belt, you'll get faster and faster eventually. So yes, I'm happy that Natalia Gold was able to come out here and get a season best 1 minute 59.74 seconds. Now moving on from the women's 800 meters, we're going to jump into the women's 100 meters where we had Natasha Mercer representing here. Now heading into this meet, I didn't know what to really expect from a Natasha Mercer because her times tend to fluctuate or her performances tend to fluctuate. So wasn't really sure what to expect from her. However, she went up against the likes of a Daryl Nita, Tamari Davis, Laura Barnes, and those athletes had a fantastic run, especially Tamara Davis, and she lost on the line to Daryl Nita. Now, Tamara Davis had a solid start, great execution as well. However, was pipped on the line by Daryl Nita, who has been having a fantastic season. Came out in the 200 meters, won that, and this is her first 100 meters, and she takes that as well, running at 10.98 seconds. Tamara Davis running at 10.99 seconds, and still Lara Barnes was in third, running at 11.02 seconds. Now, Natasha Morrison was done in seventh, and she ran a 11.37 seconds. Now, from the gun, I pretty much knew this was not going to be a solid run for Natasha because I could tell from her start. Usually she gets a flyer, and when she gets that flyer, you can tell she's going to have a good run. But when she's not going to have a good run, the start is not there. So from my notice, the start was not there. I pretty much figured that this was not going to be one of her strongest runs. And yeah, she finishes with a 11.37 seconds. As it relates to this particular time, I'm just remembering what happened last year, honestly. So I'm not really much concerned because she did get it together, towards the trials last season and also towards the end of her season as well, coming up with a personal best 10.85 seconds. So who knows? Maybe we'll see the same thing again this season for Natasha Marshall. So I'm not gonna let her trick me too much, though. Again, the time is nothing to write home about. Still not 100% say concerned because I've seen her, come back from times like this. So let's see as the season progresses. Trials is coming up thick and fast. So yeah, I'm excited to see what she'll be able to do there as well. Now jumping over to the last event that we had Jamaican participation in, and that is the men's 200 meters. Now for Andrew Hudson, this is actually his first run this season, and I noticed that he had some heavy strappings on his leg. Now I did reach out to him earlier trying to see if he was okay because he kept pulling out of meetings. However, I didn't get a response from him, but based on today's graphics, seeing his legs still heavily strapped, figured that he's probably still not 100%. With that said, he finished seventh in this race, running 20.53 seconds. Now, the man of the moment, though, Kenneth Benerick, walked away with a fantastic win, running 19.67 seconds. Yeah, he blew the field away, running a world leading meeting record and personal best to walk away with the win. Now, Kenny Benerick, as I said, is the man on the mission right now. Based on how things are going, he looks to be, in a position right now as it relates to Team America to get one of three spots in both the 100 meters and the 200 meters. And yes, I said the 100 meters because right now I don't see many people that are much better than him, even over that 100-meter distance. So that 100 meters at the USA trials is going to be very, very interesting because Kenny Benerick is, throwing in his hat into the ring and he's like, look here, forget Noah, forget Christian Coleman, forget, Fred Curley, forget all these guys. I'm here and I'm ready to challenge for a 100-meter spot to represent America. And he looks like he may very well get it. This is a big, big personal best for him, especially for this time of the season. Let's see how things go for him as he heads towards the USA Championships. Courtney Lindsay, though, finished second and he ran a 20.01 seconds. So as I said, definitely this particular run from Kenny Benerick was fantastic. He blew the field away. All right, so trackies, that is it based on, what happened from a Jamaican perspective. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As usual, like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.